Hello everyone, welcome to the next story analysis, and today we are finally going into the Mire. Now we are still playing as the Vikings. Right now the Vikings are planning a full-on invasion of the Mire. They're going to storm a beach. It's going to be like one person in the comments in the last video said, it is the Viking version of D-Day, which isn't too inaccurate. So going to be very cool. Let's hear the story real quick. Oh wow, look at this. Let's hear the story.
Hoping for quick spoils and perhaps the glory of victory, the Vikings turned their attention on their neighbors across the sea. The samurai lands were guarded by an ancient sea fort, one that the Vikings believed to be poorly defended.
In all my time of studying Japanese fortifications and castles, I've never heard of one on the ocean itself. There are beach and coastal towns and cities. I've never heard of an actual fort, but I don't know. Maybe this will be interesting. All right, so let's dive in. And again, today I have some more questions to answer for you guys. One that was asked, which was pretty interesting, is last time I pointed out how it was funny that these people couldn't swim. And you know what? I'll be fair, because one person asked me, would that be a viable strategy? If a person's wearing heavy armor, could you drown them? And actually, yes, you totally could. I was a little bit unfair because a lot of these warriors do wear heavy armor. And because of that, they do need to be much more careful because they could potentially drown if they fell into water. In fact, in the Third Crusade, the Holy Roman Emperor at the time, Francis Barbarossa, I believe that was his name. He actually was traveling to the Holy Land through the desert. He and his army were thirsty, so they came across a large river. They stopped to get a drink, and he got so excited he wandered into the river to get more water and ended up drowning because he was swept away into the river. So yeah, that's a great example of.
War had taken us to the edge of extinction, but that raid reminded us of who we are.
Okay, bunch of longboats.
A fortress on the sea. But they knew we were coming.
Oh wow. Oh wow. The catapults again. Wow. Slow motion. Oh. Why are you shooting fire arrows in the rain? You know how useless that is? Run away! Run away!
To the gates! I welcome you all!
Well, thank you. It's very nice.
The gates of that fortress hadn't worked for a century. All we had to do was get through them.
Okay, so interesting stuff here. This is not the way a fort in Japan would actually look. A castle would not quite look like this. The interior may be different, but this isn't how you would typically build a fortification or castle in Japan. The stone walls actually look pretty accurate. These stone walls are slightly sloped, as you can see. If you look at it from this angle, they're a little sloped, which is how you'd want it. They aren't just to protect against invading armies, they're also used to protect against earthquakes to help maintain the stability of the castle. Whoa. And also I'll point out the catapult we saw a minute ago. No, that was never in Japan, so definitely they're learning from the knights.
The whole plan changed.
Oh, they closed the gates? Okay, that's a problem. Ah, I fell. Okay, so another question that I got asked, and this is actually a really good one. I was, oh, hold on. I was asked, would the Vikings put, like, naval warfare weaponry on their ships, like spikes or rams, to help them fight other ships at sea? And that's a good question, because I really want to address this. Vikings were not seaborne warriors. They weren't naval sailors. They usually wouldn't fight at sea. Vikings were known for using longboats, and the nice thing about longboats is they're able to sail through shallow water, and they're narrow enough to sail through rivers, which meant that a Viking could eventually, hopefully, sail down a river and go further inland to attack their targets. This is why Vikings built their longboats, to go through these rivers, avoid open sea, because they were a little superstitious about the sea as well. Remember, they believe there's a giant worldwide serpent in it. And they would use their longboats to sail downriver and get to riverborne cities, because a lot of cities built their locations near rivers for the water. And the Vikings used that to their advantage. So they wouldn't really build war weapons on their ships. All right, kill this guy. There we go. Whew. Runa, hey, how you doing? Having some trouble here? Need some help? You want some help? Oh no, it's a samurai warlord. I should also point out that these shields that you're seeing would not have been used during the Sengoku or Heian period of Japan. These would have been older used. Shields were used in Japan, but not during the samurai era mostly. Rope. Oh, grappling hook? What? Get out of the way. And in case you're wondering, no, Vikings did not have these. Oh no! Aha, missed me. I'm a-coming. I'm a-coming. Oh god. Oh god, the arrows got me. The arrows got me. I'm coming. I'm climbing. You can't stop me. Ooh, smart one. There's a smart guy right there. Look at that. And you're gone.
Need to open that gate.
All right, we're opening up a gate. Okay, so let's see. What else? Trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, I did get asked a few other questions. Would Viking clans work together? Well, yeah, obviously. As much as I joked about it in the last game and a few games ago, Vikings did have diplomacy. They would work together. So it's not like, oh, clans just have these feuds where they'll never work alongside each other. They would. Die. Very cool, very cool. Okay, so yeah, but Vikings would work together. It wasn't uncommon. And then the last question that I got from the last video was Stygander's helmet, the one with the kind of bear-looking thing. Is that a real Viking helmet? And the answer is kinda. There are reports of different warriors using animal pelts for their helmets and armor, like Roman centurions would use wolf helmets. That was recorded. And some Nordic and pagan tribes would use bear pelts for their armor and helmets. So it's not unlikely. It might not be a specifically Viking thing, but it could happen. Ooh, good shot. Oh, hi. Shugoki. Big boy. Ooh. Good parry. Good parry. Keep in mind, this is back in the day when Shugoki sucked. Shugoki was not always such a great warrior. I mean, now he's pretty good. He's pretty fun now. But back then, no, he was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Ooh. Looking up here, that's... Oh, one of our ships is sinking. No! Probably somewhere around here, I'm sure. We'll find it. Minions! Kill them! Ooh, what's this?
The war machines of the samurai often make ours look like toys.
They what?
They learned much during their exodus, and from many different peoples. If they hadn't, they wouldn't be such a threat.
Okay, let's take a look at this. This looks to be a ballista or giant crossbow of sorts that fires... Are those barrels of explosives? Right. Ooh, the war machines of the samurai make ours look like toy. Bull crap. That did not exist, and there weren't many siege weapons of the samurai that outdid the knights. Let's be honest here, folks. All right, let's break this thing. And we're in. Anything to say? Anything you want to... Okay, walk away. An Orochi. Come on, big guy. Come get me. Come on, big boy. Ooh. Boop. He's done. Okay, so a couple things. I will say that this is a bit more accurate. Some castles in Japan that were built for war would have these long pathways that angled and forked in different directions to try to confuse invaders. So this part is a little bit more accurate, but I don't think you'd see walls quite built this high.
Before the waters receded, that entrance was a canal. Imagine. Ships sailing through into waters that are now only swamp. The world has changed.
Well, yeah, we kind of figured that with the whole cataclysm thing. Now, one thing that I will point out is I said that they probably wouldn't be built this high. Castles in Japan usually worked their way into the keep. The keep was the centralmost tower where the center of everything was. That'd usually be where the daimyo or the feudal lord lived. And everything else kind of spanned out into the city or town surrounding it. So this is... but then again, they did say this is a fort, not a castle. So, and you got to understand that in Japan, castles and forts were quite often one and the same. There wasn't a lot of distinction. You could build a palisade or fort. That wasn't an impossibility, but it wasn't as... there wasn't a heavy distinction between the two. Quite often, castles would be repurposed as forts.
The sea fort of the samurai guarded one of the very few places in the Mire where a fleet could safely come to shore. And it was an ancient place.
Well, thank you. Nice little history there.
That change should do it.
Point of the chain, please. What was the point of the chain?
All we needed to do now was push them back.
Yep, that's all we needed to do. Get on your face. All right, takes care of that. Anything else I'm missing? Nope, looks like we're good. Right, let's help our boys push them back. Push our way through. There we go. Took care of that one. This actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's not accurate. I mean, I don't see where this connects to any other castle I've seen or studied, but it looks believable enough that if I were to go to Japan and wander through a castle that was built like this, I'd believe it. I'd go, okay, this isn't too far beyond the realm of possibility. These bridges everywhere are a bit much. You wouldn't see that many bridges connecting different portions of the castle.
The battle was won. Only their commander remained.
Beyond that fortress lay the Mire, acres of unforgiving swampland, and a natural defense for the samurai city beyond. That city was what the Vikings had come for.
So they're after the main city then, okay. All right, moving on in. Why am I getting Neo flashbacks?
The fort's commander was Fujikyo, a samurai champion. His name had reached across the sea. Even the Vikings knew of his legend. There, the war-born raider would face him.
All right. Oh. Oh. Dead. Ooh. Watch your language. Again, watch your language.
You're in my way.
All of that epic speech, and that's all you got to say. You know what? I do like his design. This is kind of how I would see a samurai leader looking. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Ah, the famous line, Shine. Translated, it means die. Could you repeat that? I didn't catch that. I was kind of focusing on axing you in the face. And die. Ooh. That was ugly. Ooh, a Neo.
That day reminded our people what Viking fury could do.
It can.
Great raid, they would call it. And
Wow.
it had begun.
Okay, well, all right, guys, that was a lot of fun. We kind of fought nonstop. Didn't get a lot of time to stop and really analyze everything. Maybe if I'd gotten another chance to just run through it more slowly and look through everything more in detail, I could have given more in-depth stuff. But for that, I think it was okay. Not a lot to say. You wouldn't see a fortress like that in samurai culture, but you would see very diverse and interesting looking castles. Sometimes what I may do is I may pull up a diagram of a castle and just analyze each part of it and sort of show you how samurai would actually fortify their castles. But anyway, guys, lots of fun on that one. A great bit of invasion right there. The Vikings, that felt like an actual Viking raid. That felt really good. Just running in, killing things, taking what they wanted. Now, in a real Viking raid, they'd probably hit that fort, take any riches that were in it, and then pull out to reconsolidate. But for what it was pretty good. Anyway, guys, that takes care of this. If you got any more questions for me, please put them down in the comments so that I can see them, and I will definitely put them in the next video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know. If you want to see more stuff, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video where we do reconnaissance. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. If I remember right, we play as a Valkyrie. So please be excited for that, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.